Hey guys, I hope you're all feeling fantastic today. So I wanted to do a video for you guys, and this video is going to be for those that resonate with the number 444. Okay, so if you resonate with the number 444, if 444 triggers you into thinking like, okay, 44, I've been seeing 44 lately, 444 is my number, then this is for you. And if you come into this reading and you start to realize that none of this has anything to do with you, or it feels like it doesn't resonate with you at all, then that just means it doesn't, and that's okay. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, this is a collective reading, so some messages might be for some other people who are also connected to 444. So, that's just the way it works with collective readings. Some things resonate with some people, some things are for people, and some things aren't for the other person. You know what I'm saying? So just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. So here we go. What does the collective that is connected to 444 need to know right now? What's the message for today and beyond? What's the message for today and beyond for those that are aligned with the number 444? All right, we're going to pick 3 of these oracle cards to get us started, to get a little bit of the overall energy. Okay. Apology. Did I say we were going to pick 3 cards first? I don't know. I'm going to do it one at a time. Let's do it. Let's take it one step at a time. That could be a message for you. Okay. That could be a message for you to do something one step at a time. One step at a time. We're just going to do this one step at a time. Okay, here we go. So the first thing we have is apology. Okay, so the first thing I'm really feeling with this message here in conjunction or in association with this apology card is I feel like there's a lot of healing that you're going through right now. My 444s. There's some healing that's going on right now. I feel like there's a letting go of a lot of shame or guilt, or just feeling like maybe there's something that you've done, or there's just a way that you've lived your life for a while that maybe you're not super proud of, or maybe you've done something in your life that you're not super proud of, and you kind of carry shame or guilt about it. That's what I'm feeling for you. And I feel like it's like what I'm feeling is there's no need to carry that feeling anymore. Like that just isn't who you are anymore. And there's no need to carry that energy with you in moving forward now. You don't need to feel shame. You don't need to feel guilty for the things that you may have done or thought in the past. I just feel like there's just this. And also for some of you, you might want somebody's forgiveness. I feel like you might want somebody's forgiveness or somebody to forgive you, or you just might need to forgive yourself, because I feel like that's a very important thing for you guys, is that there's some kind of energy here about like wanting someone's forgiveness, but the most important thing is for you to be able to forgive yourself. That's the most important thing, because even if the person that you may have hurt in the past or not treated right, or any kind of energy in that realm, sometimes people just don't want to forgive people, right? Sometimes people just don't want to. Sometimes people want to continue to hold their grudges. Sometimes people want to continue to stay in that energy. And that's okay. I'm not saying it's like right or it's healthy for that person, but that it doesn't matter, because this is not about them. It's about you, and it's about your healing process. In order for you to heal, you need to forgive yourself, because if you don't get the forgiveness from somebody else, that shouldn't be what you base yourself off of. You shouldn't have to base yourself off of anybody. Okay, as long as you're right with yourself, as long as you're right with God, you know what I'm saying, then you are forgiven. Okay, you are open to forgiveness. You are open to being forgiven. Okay, so, and maybe some of you feel like there's something that you need to explain to somebody, or there's something that you want to confess to somebody that like you did or something. That's what I'm feeling. Like, so you want to apologize to somebody or confess something, because we have guilt, confession, forgiveness. So there might be something that you feel like, yeah, I did this, and just kind of yeah, it's just such a healing card here. This is such a healing card. There's so much um there's a big message in this one card, and I'm so glad that I only did one card at a time because there's so much information just coming from this one card for you guys. I feel like my heart is feeling very, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're if you are apologizing to somebody, if you are confessing to somebody about the past or how you acted and how you've changed or something like that, if it's about, you know, you forgiving somebody, or if it's about someone forgiving you, or if it's about you forgiving yourself, whatever it is, it's a huge weight lifted off of the heart. There's been this like weight on the heart for so long for you guys that I feel like whatever this situation is, it's a huge weight lifted off. Okay, so if you haven't done anything, like if you haven't taken any actions in regards to this apology card, meaning like if you haven't apologized to anybody, and you're thinking about apologizing to someone, or if you were thinking about asking someone for their forgiveness, or thinking about really taking it seriously, forgiving yourself or something, if you haven't kind of done the action of this energy, your guides want you to know that if and when you do, it's going to feel like a huge weight lifted off of your heart. Okay, your heart is going to feel, not gonna lie, a little bit vulnerable at first, but nonetheless, there's going to be this huge weight lifted off of the heart, and it's going to feel clean, and it's going to feel clear, and then it's going to make you so much happier and so much more content with your life. Because I feel like in the simplest moments, it's kind of like a struggle for you, maybe, like just in the simplest times of life where things should be nice and relaxing and feel good, there's like this tension of like, oh, like I did that thing that one time, or like there's just still like this kind of replaying of like memories in the past, or thinking of how you used to be in the past and kind of being cringy about it in your like quiet moments, when those should be moments where you're feeling relaxed and clear and like calm and like rejuvenated, right? So it's going to feel like whatever this is, and the release of it or the exposure of it, it's going to feel like a huge weight lifted off of your heart. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling for you for now. My 444s, a big weight lifted off the heart. Okay. What else? What else? Okay, what else? What else does the collective need to know that are associated with 444? What do they need to know right now? Advice, wisdom for the collective, please. Okay. We have marionette. Okay. So it feels like for you guys, there's this energy of not feeling like you've had everything under control. Or maybe this is an interesting card, because the energy I'm feeling is almost like contradictive a little bit, because this is what I'm feeling. I have to, excuse me. I'm clearing out my own throat chakra here. It's so funny. This could be for you too. You could be clearing out your throat chakra as well. You might have issues communicating. There might be some issues communicating here for you. I myself am an introverted person. You may be introverted a person too, but oh my God, I have this card on my desk. Let it shine. Let your voice be open. Look at that. Look at this. The throat chakra just being open. I have this on my desk for a reason. You know, I'm working on opening up my throat chakra, or letting my throat chakra know it's okay to be activated. Because for my entire life, honestly, like my throat chakra has been kind of dormant. I didn't talk a lot, you know, like I was a very quiet, shy person. What is shy even? I just had a lot of thoughts, but I didn't feel comfortable expressing them all the time, or I didn't know how to express them all the time. And so I feel like maybe you guys may be going through a similar situation here. Marionette, feeling like You weren't, okay, so yeah. To get off, I didn't mean to get off topic of the marionette here, but yeah, so the throat chakra might be something that you're opening up to, kind of being able to communicate with somebody and apologize to somebody, and having that communication ability to apologize, or to ask somebody for forgiveness, or to confess something to somebody that you feel bad about and that you want to reconcile with somebody for, you know what I mean? So, yeah, the marionette card. So I'm feeling like a little bit of a contradictive kind of energy from the marionette card, because although you may feel like you are a marionette, like being controlled, like you don't necessarily feel like you have full control over what you do and how you feel and what you say and how you think. There's also, it feels like an aspect of you that is very controlling. Okay. And you know what? That just means, I feel like there's, I believe, there is and I'm not a psychologist, right? I'm a tarot reader. I'm an intuitive. I'm a light worker. I'm a psychic, okay? Like, I'm not going to pretend to be a therapist here or pretend to be a psychologist, but I'm pretty sure there's a correlation between those that feel out of control need to feel in control by being very controlling, because they feel that they lack control of their mind or body or any part of themselves that they feel like they don't have control of. They make up for by being over controlling, over over dominant. Okay, so a little bit too much of the masculine energy, okay, is what I'm feeling. But that only comes from the feeling of actually feeling out of control, right? Those that feel out of control tend to be super controlling, right? There's just, I feel like there's something about the red, like red, root chakra. Okay, so safety, security. This could stem from something in the past, even as like a child, that kind of caused you to not really feel safe, to not feel like you're in a safe environment. Because the red chakra is like the root chakra. It's at the very bottom. It's like the first, it's like the beginning years of life. It's like where all the beginning years of life take place. And so I'm seeing red, and that's what I'm feeling. It has something to do with your foundation, your security, your identity, safety, right? Feeling safe and secure. And I feel like for you may feel like there is this imbalance or chaotic energy surrounding that time where you were developing or as a very young child, that kind of caused this energy, this where you didn't feel like safe. So things felt a little bit out of control, which made you feel like you needed to take complete control of the situation because no one else was. Almost like that kind of situation. And then that kind of carried on into your adult life, but now it's too much. Now it's too much. You don't need that much control. You don't need that much protection. You don't need that much control, right? That was just something that was a safeguard for being a young child, or just something in the past. Okay, it doesn't have to mean necessarily as a young child, but something in the past. For some of you, yes. For some of you, no. Maybe both. Okay, take what resonates. Okay. Okay. What else? Okay, so we have merit making amends. That's what I'm feeling, like making amends with God. That's what I'm feeling. Merit making. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what merit means. Merit making, I don't know what that means, but from what I'm from the context clues here, it looks like someone's becoming right with God, right? You know what I mean? And that doesn't, if you're not, I mean, you don't have to be religious to make something right with God. This has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with making things right with the higher part of yourself. right? Yeah, like you just want to be good. You just want to feel happy. You just want to be in the energy of goodness. No more muck of anger and shame and guilt and anxiety and fear and just all of these feelings of like what ifs and like did I do this right, or what are they thinking of me, or I don't care what they think of me. I'm just this like defensive energy. Like I'm seeing the 7 of Wands in my mind, and the 7 of Wands has to do with like kind of defending yourself and standing up for what you believe in. But it's like I'm feeling it's like in its reverse position, where it's you feel defensive, you feel like everybody's out to get you, and it's just you, yourself, and you know, like me, myself, and I, and it's you versus the world. And I feel like you don't need that energy anymore. It's like you're making you're merit making, you're making things right. Like you are choosing to stay in the energy of goodness, of love. Okay? Okay. Let's see. What else for the 444s? Okay, what's the advice? Like what's the advice for the 444s? What good things are coming for the 444s? That's what I want to know. Like what good things are coming for the 444s? What good things are coming for the 444s? You know what? I'm going to jump over here and get my homemade oracles over here. Okay, what good stuff is coming for the 444s? Like, I mean, it feels like there's a healing happening. Definitely a healing happening. Kind of coming out of guilt. These kind of mucky emotions, kind of feeling trapped by these emotions. I feel like you're definitely kind of freeing yourself from this. Yeah, you're definitely being freed from this. I feel like you are really working with some ancestors. That's just what I'm hearing. Some ancestors are coming in for you and kind of helping you to release this muck, because you're making such an intense and dedicated, devoted intention to be right, to be in the right, to be on the right side, you know, to be on God's side, to be on the side of love. You're making, okay, let's see. Social life, others, okay. Yeah, so I feel like you want something. Okay, back of the card energy. Clean up, everybody do your part. You're making something right with somebody, okay? I feel like you're making something right with somebody, because we have social life and others in conjunction with the cleanup. Everybody do your part. Everybody do your part. So it's kind of like you're making things right. Yeah, you're making things right. I feel like you're making things right. You really want to make things right. You really want to do it right. You really want to do things for the sake of goodness and not for the sake of whatever reason, whether it be like selfishness, or based off of the part of you that's unhealed and is wild and out of control. Okay. So I feel like you're making amends with somebody, and this could be like somebody, or it could be or it could be God. Okay, making things right with God. That's what I'm really feeling for you. You 444s, you're making things right with God. Okay, with your like. Okay. Okay, so I am definitely feeling for you 444s. That whatever it is you're going through, you've had this dedication to be on the right side, to be on God's good side, okay? You have dedicated and kept an intention to be on the side of love, on love's side. God is love, okay? God is energy, and you can best describe God's energy as just love. It's love. Okay. Love is how creation is possible, right? Love is how creation is possible. We exist because of love. We exist because of God. Okay. We exist because of love. So you have dedicated for a long time your intention to make things right, whether it's with somebody, whether it's with yourself, or both. Okay. You want things to be clear and clean. Okay. No muck involved. You want things to be clean. You want to do things the right way. You want to do things the right way, right? And so with the social life and others, in conjunction with cleanup and in conjunction with God, like you've dedicated enough time for God to come in and say, I'm going to help you clean up. I'm going to really help you do this because I see that you really want this. I can't help, like God can't help us if we don't want help, right? Like God is there, but if we are sitting here like God doesn't exist, if God existed, he would, do everything for me. And it's like, yeah, right. Like, do you know what parents are? Do you know what a child in a parent dynamic is? Like the child doesn't call the shots. Like the child can't just be like, well, like you should be doing this for me. And the parents can be like, no, like I'll always be here. I'll always support you, but I'm not going to do this thing for you. Like you have to want to do it. You have to ask for help if you want help, but I'm not going to do it for you. You have to ask for help. And I feel like that's what this energy is here. It's like you've been asking for help. You've been kind of like going through it and like doing the work, like doing the hard stuff. And then, being like, I'm dedicated to staying on the side of love. I'm dedicated to being in the good side, right? Okay. So because of this, God is really helping you to clean up like the muck, like to really purify you. Almost like I just feel like there's like this baptism that's coming up for you. Like you're being purified. Okay. All right, one more card to conclude this message for the 444s. Foes. Let's do this one. Got so many cards over here. So many decks of cards. So fun though. I love cards. I love my cards. All right. We'll do that one. That one seemed to wanted to poke its little head out. Okay. Freedom is yours. Okay, freedom is yours. So what I'm feeling with this card here for you, freedom is yours, is you're safe. 33. March 3rd. 33. You may have also been you may also have been seeing 333 or 33 a lot. If that has something, if you align with that, you may be seeing this. That's just a confirmation that this message is indeed for you. But what I'm also feeling for you about this card here, freedom is yours, is that you're safe. Like you're safe in this situation. You're safe in expressing yourself. There's nothing like if you're thinking like, oh my God, should I apologize to this person? Should I confront this person? If this person doesn't take what I'm saying the way I want them to, like, I feel like God's saying, you're still safe. You're still safe. You're still on my side. I'm still with you. You're still here with me. Like we're still, on the same vibe, right? Like even if you apologize to somebody, or even if you confront something or confess something to somebody that you're nervous about, or you're like scared that the other person that you're trying to apologize to or confess something to is going to react in like a negative way because you're trying to apologize and because you're like laying your heart out and trying to say like, this is what's going on. I'm sorry about this. I'm changed. Like I'm really embarrassed about this or whatever, like I feel like God is like on your shoulder, right? God's on this shoulder and God's on this shoulder. And God's saying like that you win no matter what. Like you're free. Okay. You are free. You're free no matter what. Like even if the apology doesn't go. And honestly, if you are apologizing to someone, I do feel like it's not gonna like it's going to be received well, is what I'm feeling. Like I feel like there's something that's going to be received well here. No matter what. Like what I'm feeling for you guys is that this is a double-edged sword, but the double-edged sword is like positive, like on both sides, instead of like negative on both sides. Like it's a win-win situation. Okay? Well, yeah. So it's looking really good for you. It's looking really good for you, I must say. Okay? But that's all I have for you today. I hope this message resonated with you and helped you in any way. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And yeah, if you want a personal reading from me, my email is in the description box, and you can email me inquiring about a personal reading with me. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.